Hello, my name is Shadley. Welcome back for another episode of EU4 as Jerusalem. In last episode, we started fighting against Emiratia and Russia, and we've been sieging down Russia for a while now. They are still not showing signs of wanting to give up, although the enthusiasm is going down rather rapidly. Of course, demands do exceed war score quite a bit, so we've got still a lot of work to do on that front. We did stack up yet another army at the end of the episode there. Let's go ahead and start sieging our torpedoes in the meanwhile. I suppose Latgali has another just tier 2 fort there, so that's not too bad. Yeah, the enemy strength is actually a lot, well, a decent bit less than what I have right now. They actually have a lot less cannons, that's the big thing. But we're starting to get into the problem where we have too much admin points right now, which is why we need to get the war over soon enough so we can start coring things. I mean, we could always develop things or increase infrastructure and that sort of stuff, but, you know, we kind of want to focus on other things as well. We could, what's the pyramid stuff? So that's, oh, idea cost goes down and advisor cost goes down as well, okay. You know what, since we still got the minus 25% cost in there, we'll start working on this thing as well. Speed up the construction a little bit. So how many things do we have underway right now? We got... doesn't list them in here, does it? No, I don't think it does. Oh well, we've got 3 of them upgrading right now anyway. Bourgeois is going to lose a little bit of loyalty, and that's alright. Siege down Saratov. Oh, that's another level 2 fort over there. So yeah, there's not too much to worry about with the sieges. Oh, that does remind me though. This could be assigned to the trade company. That could be assigned to the trade company. This could be assigned to the trade company, which means that we could then upgrade that one later on. Gonna make sure that every province that I add into the trade company is already converted beforehand, so that I can keep the... I mean, technically speaking, it doesn't matter that much, but it's for the aesthetics to have a fully converted nation. All the areas, like if we have a look at the religious map mode right now, the Catholics are quite strong, to say the least. Although, you know, not so much in the HRE and all that, but at least France and Iberia, Italy for the most part, then of course all of my lands, which are quite sizable, do share the same religion. Oh, there we go, another conversion done. So Russia is down to 5 enthusiasm. So they're still not quite willing to take the peace deal. But you know, if I need to siege down most of it, then I will. I could actually try ease the tensions a little bit. Oh, we max on admin. You know what, we'll take the no, we don't want to spend this much points actually. Let's go ahead and do a bit of development actually. As a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and find some good locations to do that in. There we go, now we could have another 9 regiments if need be. Which we probably will need to do at some point. We don't really want to increase the army sizes too much yet, mostly because the areas that we're fighting for the most part don't really have that good supply limits. Like 30 is around there, that it's usually below the limit, or within the limit, but if we go to 40,000 men per army, then it's too much in most areas, so there's no point in increasing the size further. It might be better just to have more armies, quite frankly. Also go ahead and break the walls in Nizhny Novgorod. How they're looking right now, okay, they got +1, so they might be willing to take the peace deal sooner rather than later, but it's still pretty far away by the looks of it. So, you know, as I say, if I need to siege down most of Russia, then I will. At least that's one of the rivals that I have that will then not be particularly strong anymore. I mean, I know that they're already probably fairly close to bankruptcy. As a matter of fact, well, I suppose I won't be able to pay off the loan, but let's just, out of curiosity. Great powers list, take on foreign debt, 15,000 ducats already. Oh boy, they've taken over 4,000 ducats of loan during this war. We got army in the north, that was something that we could probably intercept. Go to Kazan. You know, that's running away now. As per usual. So yeah, still no sign of them giving up though. Persistent is something that they definitely are. Right, so we started upgrading the pyramids, right? So we go ahead and invest a little bit more money on that. That's almost done. So how is Hagia Sophia? That is already level 2. So that's good. And what about Malta? Is that already level 2? It's not quite yet. It's going to be later this year, though. So that's going to give us the extra reduction of the war score cost. Another 5%. We'll probably be building up Malta at some point a bit further. Oh, the Russians. Oh, they might get locked in there. Yeah, they're locked in. We're going to catch them there. We are going to have a bit of a bad terrain and river crossing in here. But I don't think that's going to stop us. Oh, there we go. Nizhny Novgorod has been seized down. Go ahead and seize down a bit more over there. But yeah, this is another nice victory in here, most likely. Unless we roll really badly, but which we did not. We did take a bit of casualties. But they also took a decent chunk there. And they are still... Okay, they are now at 0. The exhaustion isn't too bad yet. It's only 4.4. But overall, they've lost... they're probably losing a lot of income right now, since most of the sort of core territories are currently seized down. I'd imagine, at least, that it has a bit of an impact. Technically speaking, I could use the Marines... Oh, there we go, Kazan. Seized down. I could use the Marines to seize down a little bit in here, but I don't really want to send them into too much danger right now. Okay, now Russia is low enthusiasm. But they're still not willing to take the peace deal. Admittedly, once... actually, I think Malta is already upgraded, isn't it? It is. Okay, so technically speaking, the war score cost should be now reduced against Russia, right? I think a little bit. If I was to take these 3... No, that would still be pretty... I suppose it's still Christian, so I suppose it might not count against Russians. Do lose a little bit sailors, but oh well. At this point, we can probably just speed it up, wait until the Russians actually give up. Which is bound to happen sooner or later. Oh dear, we lose a leader. It was a general down here, I presume. Yeah, I believe it was that one. 1530, I mean, could be worse. And we can get the extra Diplo reputation right now and reduce the Diplo annexation cost as well for a little while. It's like 20 years or so. Oh, and we lost another general. That's not good. Where was this? Was this? Oh, this is the... You know what? The Marines don't necessarily need a general right now. Although, how is our professionalism looking like right now? It's 57%. So if we were to hire another general, we can hopefully get closer and closer to the next tier. Oh! Unconditional surrender from Imereti. Right, Russia, can I peace you out yet? No. Okay, if I don't take the lands for Circassia yet. I still kind of need that area. Okay, well, maybe... What if I do it through Imereti, at least take these provinces? They would take that. Russia doesn't have a way to say no to that either. Can I return calls from... Oh yeah, I can return one at least. Why, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Now we can start coring things. And the Knights of Tunis can start heading south. Well, I suppose all 3 of these armies will start heading south. But there we go, those are now underway. Next war that we do could be against Karakajinlu. Oh, Russia insulted me. Oh no! Anyway. So Karakajinlu still has a lot of allies. How many of those would actually help them, though? Some of them. Well, actually all of them, but I don't think it's going to be too bad. Once we have the troops around from the north, we could probably start advancing again. Yeah, well, okay, they've got a decent bit of troops overall. Oh, Mamluks would not be in there. Okay, I was misreading that then. Oh, it's Ajam that is. Okay, yeah. Right, so if we were to declare war on Ajam, that would be another war against Mamluks. And that would give probably a decent chunk of Persia in the process. Go ahead and spend a bit more money. Oh, there we go. Now we got the pyramids level 2, so idea cost is reduced. And we got our merchant back again, so that's probably going to be the... Yeah, it's the one over here. Transfer trade power. Oh, that reminds me. We probably got some of the trade ports. So Yerevan was one of the ones that we wanted to upgrade, so we'll just wait until... Oh, no, we can't upgrade that one. Doesn't have enough development. Right, well, then I suppose we won't be upgrading that. Was there any... Jabal Shammar? No, we can't upgrade that one. Zila is something that we could upgrade. Same with Harar. Well, actually, we... Oh, we haven't assigned this to the trade company. Well, that's easy to fix. So how are we doing? So which, actually... Oh, so Persia is the one that isn't giving us a merchant yet. Everything else is already giving us one. I mean, that's decent, I suppose. How is the trade in Constantinople right now? We are getting 131 ducats there, of which we're making 260 ducats of trade. That's pretty decent. We might want to increase our trade power in Alexandria node, at least. There seems to be a lot of competition there. Actually, we've never built up the trade depot in Cairo. And over here, that is already a trade depot. But that does at least help. Oh, now we got an extra merchant. Oh, and we could be the first one to invest in Miltech. We got how much time left? About a year, okay. Fair enough. So, where do we send the next merchant then? We got one over there. We could send one in Hormuz. Or Astrakhan. Actually, we'll send one in Astrakhan. Transfer trade power. More of that can go through Crimea into Constantinople. Alright, we should probably go ahead and move this fleet back home. A bit of attrition with the armies in here right now. So we've got the Marines. We'll just probably leave the... Actually, no, you can stay there. Let's give you the rebel suppression orders in here. Probably not going to be too bad in the end. And then we'll have 3 armies at least to utilize in fighting. I don't know... I suppose Karakunyulu would probably be the smarter option, so we can clear out... Especially give Circassia a bit more land. And then call that out, we're going to just annex them sooner or later. We'll probably keep them around for a while, though. We could... seizing land. Here's some of the diet. Which one? Maria to base X7? I mean, that's a possibility. Completed with following is full. Dagestan, at least one province in Dagestan area owned by Jerusalem or its subjects. Don't we already have that? Yeah, we do. There we go. That was 3 points. And we can also see some lands now. So that basically was 100% ground lands. Which, yeah, gives a pretty decent amount of reform progress growth. Doesn't really increase the absolutism or anything like that, but it does reduce the autonomy faster. And we'll have 3 armies to fight Karakunyulu and their allies, but is that going to be sufficient? They will have more troops than that, but I suspect that we might still be able to pull that off. Of course, we can annex Mazandaran in that war, most likely. Among other things, so it's fairly decent. We've got 25% chance of becoming the next career controller. And I suppose what we could do before the war is get the Miltech, so we can upgrade the cannons. Plus it gives a bit of artillery shock and cavalry fire and artillery fire. Oh wow, yeah, that's going to be quite nice. Cartridges. Right, well, let's go ahead and switch the cannons to... We're going to go with the horse artillery. Feels like it would be something that we would do. Also, let's go ahead and build some more manufactories in the meanwhile, since we can. I'm thinking at this point, we'll just go ahead and detach the special troops. And we'll go ahead and get a new infantry in here. And we'll start turning this into proper division, or army rather. Oh, there we go. Now we've got the money to build up the rest of the troops. We don't have quite the troops yet, so we'll have 14 to 14. So we'll just have another army in here. These are the former Marines, but now they're going to be something completely different. That's going to get us to 180,000 men total. That's decent. Oh, Truce of Mara ended. Alright then. Time to get to the point where we have a lot of truces to have expired, so we need to get wars going sooner rather than later. And we need to get those done quickly. Rothenburg is good. Okay, they're fighting France and Tuscany. That's alright by me. So, Karakunyulu, you got... Oh, Russes. Right, okay. We've got an army in here that can probably take care of it. Then we'll have a few armies in here. We'll make 3 armies to go into Karakunyulu. I suppose we can also utilize this army, which is the Marine Army, well, former Marine Army, to go ahead and deal with maybe the drylands up there in the north. Still getting pretty good income in here. How's, right, so we did already upgrade the pyramids in here. Next one would reduce the advisor cost even further. I mean, oh, we're getting 230 ducats per month. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade some of the, especially the Diplo advisor, we do need to upgrade to level 3. Can't afford to upgrade it any further, but it's better than nothing. As a matter of fact, I might go ahead and reduce the, or remove the supremacy over the Pruing Imperium. That will make nobility a little bit disloyal. But I think we can afford that. The equilibrium is still going to be positive, so it's going to be like a year or so. We lost the claim on Tikrit. Oh no. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, like if we can get the influences be fairly loyal or small overall, we don't need to worry about the estate land being anything else than... Oh! Austria declare war on Silly. Subjugation. Isn't Silly the emperor? Yeah. That's a bold move, Austria. I'm not going to necessarily stop you, but I'm a little bit upset about that. That you're just taking all the power. You also got a strong ally in Russia. Well, I guess it's time to declare war on Karakunilu in the meanwhile. Holy War. So it's less extra expansion. It's still the same cost, mind you. But that cost isn't going to be too much for us. I suppose we could actually send this army up north already. They've got 18,000 men over there, and you're going to deal with Russets, which we are going to annex in this war. So there's going to be at least 2 nations that we annex this war, and then probably take a lot of land from Karakunilu. Of course, we can't send in diplomats to start drafting the early peace deal yet. That's alright, though. Oh, right, we lost some troops in Strait of Hormuz, or ships in there. We'll go ahead and bring in our ships here. Oh, that is a massive fort. Right, we need to have a lot more troops there. Alright then. Send in a bit of reinforcements from the other side. Well, I'll be assuming that we get that siege done quickly. It's not going to be too big of an issue. Is there a fort in here somewhere? No, it is mountains. I'm going to go ahead and start attacking it regardless. We'll probably get there in time. If we even need the reinforcements. I don't know if we do. No, we don't. Got such a massive tactics advantage in there that, yeah, that was quite quick. So where's their capital, actually? It's not Lakia. So it's probably, yeah, it's Tabriz. Okay, that does make sense. That is a logical option. I think that might actually be their starting capital. Or if not, then it's... Actually, I'm not entirely sure. Well, regardless, it is what it is. Tuscan is claiming our lands. Right, so I could get the... How expensive is that? That is actually quite expensive to get the admin tech ahead of time. So we'll hold off on that one because I want to get the economic idea started as soon as possible. But also we need to do a lot of coring and all that, which is one of the reasons why we do have the national focus on admin right now, because I know that we are going to need a lot of points in there. How much are we going to need into Briz? Ooh, they got quite a bit of troops in there, so one army might not be enough. That's going to be a potential issue. Actually, no, you go to Ilan. That's at least something we should be able to seize down. Right, so the fort over here we're seizing down. I'm just going to go ahead and do a bit of artillery barrage to speed up the process. We don't have a leader. No, we do have a leader, but it's still, we don't have siege pips on that leader. Oh, Shasha is also in this war. Ah, I didn't realize that. They do have a lot of armies in the vicinity, admittedly. So total, we do still have the numbers advantage, but they might have the numbers advantage on the front line. I mean, we've got... Well, technically speaking, we've got 150,000 men on the front line. Well, actually, no, we've got 180,000 total. So yeah, we've got more troops on the front lines total, but they might have them more concentrated in a way. Let's go ahead and break the walls in Elam. It is Highlands province. Oh, there we go. So Tabriz, we need 32 battalions in there to actually get through that. Not going to get the techs yet. We could... Oh, Parthenon, we could upgrade that one. Would that be useful? Another possible advisor. It's not too bad. There's not really that much in need right now, so we can save the points for other things. Or build some more manufactories, for example. Just keep on building all of that. And I suppose there might be some... well, that's at least one good workshop there. And also, conscription centers. We could start upgrading these to have even larger military. They do have a lot of troops around in here. We are in a bit of a risk zone. Oh, can I... Oh, I can't go through here. I'm stuck with this army. Unless I go further in. I don't actually want to go further in yet. Right, that's a problem. Oh, merchant shipwrecked. Oh dear. Okay, most of their troops are moving through. I could maybe try passing through here now. I still have to go all the way around there if I want to. I suppose I could go to Mushasha's territory and then go from there to here. At least we'll have these troops close to one another. No, you can't. Okay, well, we'll stay on the siege there. They've got a lot of troops in here right now. going to get this one out of the fort right now, because it's not going to be able to do anything on the siege other than take attrition. So we'll just save up on the expenditure there. Getting over 300 ducats from trade right now. That's actually quite insanely good. Total income is 566, so we're not that far off from getting... Well, we're still pretty far away, admittedly, but we can get the economic hegemon probably soon enough. That's going to give us the more mercenary manpower, development cost modifier, monthly war exhaustion -10. But I think that monthly war exhaustion is for each of these. But over a period of time, you get goods produced modified plus 25%, mercenary discipline, minimum autonomy in territories minus 20%, and governing capacity modifier plus 20% when you reach the maximum. So that would actually be quite handy for us. The governing capacity thing. Right, so we're losing a lot of ground in here right now. But at least we're getting a bit of ground in the north. Well, let's actually go ahead and break the wall so we can speed up the process there. Do we have a larger siege? You've got 2 siege pits. I'm going to move you to Ilan to win the siege there. To free up the troops elsewhere, and that's a few cores completed. At least we did upgrade our fort on the border here, more or less, so that does help us. Now we've got 7% on Ilam already. Trade protection against Russia, alright then. There's a privateering us, as per usual. We just need to get this siege done so we can move the troops away from here, and then we can start hunting down the enemy armies. We haven't lost any battles yet, which is a good thing. I'm gonna go ahead and invest a little bit more points on becoming the next career controller. We don't really need the mercantilism that much more. Ooh, that's a lot of troops. Oh, are they having a rebellion or are they fighting another war? No, no, no. Neither right now, actually, I think. Let's maybe they have something in here that they're dealing with. They are moving a lot of troops around the east. Maybe they're going down to Circassia. Going sort of around to start sieging down in here. We've got a lot of admin points right now. I suppose, how much would it... it's still pretty expensive. We'll go ahead and put in a bit more development in the meanwhile. There we go. So that gives us a bit more taxes. Not massive amounts. Oh, those are going south. Right, how's the siege on... okay. Sanna. That's not going very quickly, mind you. Ooh. I'm going to take the mercantilism. More money would be always nice, but I think right now 600 ducats is 3 months. Well, okay, 4 months of income. So it's not really that much. And we can't get 3 mercantilism in 4 months. Come on, we just need to get this siege done. And also, I suppose I could give these to Circassia. But, right, so Mazandara and Rasids are going to be pieced out separately. We can't give the... Oh, right, because, yeah, fair enough. Can't give out those yet. I think Tabriz is probably going to be an area that we want in here. And maybe also Kirkuk. And then if we take that area, that'll probably be enough from Karakayunlu. And that will give us a lot more land in here. And of course, it will make the next war against Ajam a lot easier. Because our troops are going to be able to be a lot closer to their territories. I don't know if I should conquer some land from Mushasha. Maybe not. There we go. We won the siege of Ilam. Right, let's go ahead and start chasing down after the enemy armies. And we won the siege of Lakia as well. Oh, you still can't go through there. Okay. I'll take what route you can. But now it's time to start fighting. We can also give this one to Circassia. In which case, if we take these two... yeah, it might be a bit of a coalition forming up. We'll give these 3 provinces to Circassia. So that they can call those, and then once we annex them diplomatically, we can save a bit of admin points on coring all of it. Brunswick is the H... Oh, because Silly is a vassal of Austria now. Alright then. So you're just moving in there. Good to know. How about we clear our back down in the meanwhile? I think these 2 armies will be more than enough to clear out the siege. What they have going in here. We're taking a bit of casualties early on in here. Reinforcements are arriving shortly. I mean, they are taking pretty hefty casualties as well. Their front line has shattered there now. And there we go. So the casualties overall, they took a bit more than we did. But it was an important victory. We don't have the ticking war score quite yet, although we are... Well, actually, we should have it now. Might not have updated it yet. Oh, there's the Timurid troops now. I don't know what I expected. I might actually go ahead and start sending some troops to clear out Mazandaran. Is that going to be... Oh, they all have the bloody improve foraging and all that, and reform defensive stance and all that. So essentially the max garrison is pretty large, so we'll need a lot of troops to clear out all of it. So how's the battles in here in the south, or the siege down here in the south? It's not progressing all that quickly. We got that 16,000 army that we could probably piece out soon enough, or de-siege soon enough. Go ahead and send in this army actually down towards Kars. With the two armies, we can probably clear out the Timurid troops here. And with these two armies still sieging down a bit more of Karakoyunlu, although we don't necessarily want to siege down Karakoyunlu all the way yet. Somewhere down the line, yes, but not quite yet. There's a few more successful conversions. Right, so how expensive would the admin tech be now? It's still plus 25%. So we're still quite a bit ahead of time. It's 800 points. You know, I'm going to still take that now. We can also get the town halls now, which is kind of handy. But economic ideas, here we come. That's going to give us at least the trait ideas, production efficiency and trait efficiency. That is going to be really good. The quality ideas for the extra discipline. And a few other... So this is going to be actually very important, unlocking a lot of the policies that we needed. Or we're planning on picking up anyway. Could take the Diplotech already, but we're not that full on the Diplo point right now, so that we don't necessarily need to worry about it. The conversions are going quite nicely. Ooh, can we catch up with that army? No, not yet, but there we go. Siege done, I suppose. This army can start heading out north to clear out an enemy, and this one can head back to Ethiopia to make sure that there's no revolts happening in there. Can I catch... no, I can't catch troops there. Siege the anti-crit. Actually, we probably want to start heading down south to Peter Mushasha. Sooner we get that one out of the war, that's going to be another enemy that we don't need to worry about for a little while. They got a bit of troops down here, but we might be... Oh, Circassa, yeah, we can keep on influencing them. That does mean that we won't be able to upgrade any great buildings for a little while. As soon as that is done, let's start force march. Head out of there. We're probably able to catch at least a big army in here. No, they managed to get out of there. So when are these out of there? Okay, so the Mazandaran army is still going to be there for a combat. And it's probably going to be a stack wipe. Yeah, it's a stack wipe. Right, Moravia wants to go through my lands to fight against the French and all that. That's fine by me. We did not capture or catch this army yet, but I don't... Well, they haven't really done any progress on the siege. And this is probably going to be another victory in here very shortly. Start sieging down Horizeh. We can at least do some progress on the siege there, but it's not going to be very quick, mind you. Oh, there we go. In Medina, we had a stack wipe. Let's go ahead and de-siege that. And Razid, I think it might be time for you. Give me that province and perish. That's one enemy out of the war. I'm going to start coring that already. It's a bit expensive, mind you, but it'll be fine. That's another 2 cores done. So it's these two, I believe. We can now convert those two. We could build up the... Let's see, Mausoleum. What would that give us as a level 2? Leader lifespan, more splendor, more prestige. So it's not necessarily bad, but it's not like all that magnificent either. And over here we got the hospital and mosque. Oh, innovativeness gain. That could be quite handy. And less likely to be struck by plagues at the last level there. I think we might want to go for this one. Sure, we'll start on that. It's a bit expensive, but that's alright. We've got the money. Oh, there we go. They've got a lot of troops in here now. Luckily, we got the fort in over here, so if they want to get through there, it's going to take a while. I send the troops south, while you can go ahead and clear our shot, and then... I don't know if we can... Well, we could probably help with the siege in here, just to speed up process. We can probably give a bit of artillery barrage there. That's the troops of the Mamluks gone. Get these troops a bit closer. And then we can push them out with the mountain. I think they are probably going to be spooked fairly soon. Okay, I've got a plan. As soon as we get in position, give you force march. Start moving in there. You can start moving there regularly. We'll be defending in mountains, so this is going to be quite easy. And the reinforcements are arriving. There we go. That was quite deadly, actually. Alright then. Which one? This one was the forced march. I just want you to get over there. Do you have a... Ooh, you've got one siege pip, yeah. We'll de-siege the province over here, although the fort is probably going to take care of that for us anyway. But Mazandaran is going to be gone after this war, but I do see that we are actually quite a bit over time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.